Dario and I'm Sabiha Samar. Here are today's top stories. Uzbekistan has reaffirmed its strong commitment to becoming a member of the World Trade Organization by the 14th Ministerial Conference in Cameroon in 2026. The 8th meeting of the Working Party on the accession of Uzbekistan saw commendations from members for the country's progress. Mr. Jamshid Khodjayev, Deputy Prime Minister of Uzbekistan, highlighted ongoing reforms including improvements in intellectual property rights, technical barriers to trade, sanitary and phytosanitary measures, and customs valuation. Discussions focused on Uzbekistan's foreign trade regime with input from international organizations such as the IMF, ITC, and World Bank. Uzbekistan has made substantial progress since the last meeting, adopting several legal acts to align with WTO rules and engaging in bilateral negotiations with 33 members. In the first quarter of 2024, Uzbekistan's limestone production surged to over 91,000 tons, more than doubling from the previous year. The increase reflects efforts to meet rising domestic and international demand. Exports of construction materials reached nearly $153 million during the same period. Uzbekistan aims to produce construction materials valued at over $3 billion and boost exports to over $1 billion this year. Changes to excise tax rates on limestone and the notable increase in cement production also highlight the sector's growth. In January this year, leading enterprises produced 627,900 tons of cement, showing 2.3-fold increase compared to January 2023. The GDP of Central Asian countries has surged by 70% to exceed $450 billion over the past 6 to 7 years, with inter-regional trade more than doubling to $11 billion according to the International Institute for Central Asia. The 13th Central Asian Trade Forum in Almaty focused on trade integration and featured over 300 representatives from various regions. Discussions emphasized the digitalization of trade, logistics optimization, and the harmonization of trade regulations. Experts praised Uzbekistan's president for efforts to unify and integrate the region, with initiatives to enhance trade and investment cooperation. However, the director of IICA highlighted that the transport connectivity remains a significant barrier to economic development in Central Asia. Collaborative projects like the China-Kyrgyzstan-Uzbekistan and Uzbekistan-Afghanistan-Pakistan railways are expected to transform Central Asia into a key transit hub in Eurasia. Turkmenistan is discussing bilateral cooperation in the gas sector with the China National Petroleum Corporation. A recent meeting between Turkmen and Chinese officials focused on enhancing collaboration and exploring future partnership opportunities. Turkmenistan's hydrocarbon resources are estimated to exceed 71 billion tons of oil equivalent, making the gas sector crucial for the country's socio-economic advancement. Under President Sardar Berdimuhamedov's leadership, Turkmenistan is implementing a comprehensive strategy for the innovative development of its fuel and energy industry, focusing on modernization and export route diversification. Tajikistan's Ministry of Economic and Development and Trade has signed a memorandum of understanding with China's edging PV technology to construct a solar power station in the Panj Free Economic Zone. The initial phase of the $1.5 billion project will generate 200 megawatts and span 250 hectares. This initiative marks a significant step in the strategic cooperation between Tajikistan and China, focusing on investment opportunities and incentives in Tajikistan's free economic zone. The project aims to enhance energy security and reduce reliance on fossil fuels, contributing to sustainable development in the region. Bilateral trade between Kazakhstan and China reached $1.3 billion by the end of 2023, nearly doubling its previous volume. The 9th meeting of SCO Ministers of Agriculture highlighted proposals to strengthen multilateral cooperation in agriculture, science, technology, food security, and climate change. Kazakhstan emphasized the importance of SCO partners as markets and suppliers of agricultural goods. Efforts to eliminate trade barriers, improve logistics infrastructure, and enhance cooperation in breeding and seed production were discussed. Minister Saparov proposed an information exchange mechanism for key agricultural products to synchronize production and trade plans and facilitate rapid responses during periods of heightened demand. That's all for today's news. Stay tuned for more updates.